This is the closest we've been to World War III.
Anti-Israeli protesters find the Hezbollah flag.
The biggest flawed notion is that foreign wars stay foreign.
Some even burning the American flag.
Almost 5 hours. 38 activists were arrested after shutting down the Golden Gate Bridge.
This administration is systematically moving us towards World War III.
Warnings coming out that this is the prelude to World War III. And let me know your thoughts. Are we on the doorstep of a world war? We had received these warnings from the Colombian president over the weekend. And now over the last 24 hours, this is trending all over the internet as people are searching World War III with everything going on. And take a look. This just the last 24 hours. We are on the verge of World War III. Leaders have lost control. Fears Iran and Israel's rivalry could spark World War III with Vladimir Putin rubbing his hands. And yesterday, Donald Trump Jr.'s World War III remarks go viral as people are concerned about a world war coming as things are spilling over into our nation. Wait till you see the video footage of everything that unfolded yesterday. All surrounding the conflict between Israel, Hamas, now Iran. We saw the largest drone attack in history against Israel with Iran just over the weekend. And now also we are hearing that there will be a retaliation from Israel. Now we had heard that there could be a response within 24 hours. It has been 24 hours. We are yet to see a response, but Israel saying there will be, and Iran saying they will respond to that. Things will escalate in retaliation, and people saying we are looking at World War III. You're going to be seeing a video clip here as we're hearing one expert say that Biden is systemically walking the United States into World War III. And let me know your thoughts. We had actually heard these warnings with former President Donald Trump, and during his administration, we saw peace. Now we are seeing war. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But we're going to dive into the latest video footage so you can see exactly what's been taking place here in the United States and in the Middle East. And also, if you're somebody that wants to be prepared for what's going on, I've got a video sponsor that's going to be able to help you out, and they've got a special offer for the next 48 hours. But more on that later on in the video. Let's go ahead and get you caught up on the latest. But before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for me if you appreciate the updates. Hit subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? And with that being said, let's go ahead and get you caught up on the latest. But first, a word from today's video sponsor, Black Forest Supplements. Now, let me tell you about Black Forest's new NMN supplement. This has been dubbed the Limitless Pill. It could take 10 to 20 years off of your life. It's basically the fountain of youth in a bottle, as a recent Harvard study has shown that it can reduce cholesterol, blood pressure, even weight in overweight adults. So this isn't just any supplement, it's a game changer. But the FDA is attempting to change the status of NMN supplements, allowing the pharmaceutical companies to control it. Now, this is a decision not based on the efficacy or safety of the supplement, but rather on cornering the market, taking it away, and making you pay up to $20,000 or $30,000 in prescriptions that you can't afford without insurance. Now, I genuinely respect the Black Forest supplement team. They're fighters standing up for what's right, and I asked if they could give my viewers a special deal today, so they're going to be doing a buy two, get one free for the next 48 hours. And this stuff isn't cheap, so this is a great chance to stock up. So I want my viewers that are interested to be able to get their hands on it before there are any potential restrictions on NMN that come into play. Now, Black Forest Supplement wants to ensure that all people have access to NMN. However, who knows? There might come a day here very soon when selling this life-changing supplement is not possible. So I urge you to use my link in the description below. Take advantage of this deal for the next 48 hours. Buy two, get one free. And again, thanks to today's video sponsor, Black Forest Supplements.
Live here in New York City, let's bring in Mike Sorelli, a retired Navy SEAL, host of Everyday Warrior podcast, and co-founder of Legacy Expeditions. Mike, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in. So, as we just saw, Israel is getting ready to do something. But at the same time, we heard from the White House on Sunday that we, the United States, will not support anything that Israel does to counterattack them. So it sounds like, are they on their own?
I'll tell you what, Netanyahu probably gets off the phone with Biden and says one word: feckless. They probably lost 100% confidence in the U.S. right now, knowing that potentially there's a reset with Trump. Israel has always been prepared to go alone. And there's really two sort of scenarios here. There's the direct attack, which would most likely be against the Natanz or Isfahan nuclear facilities. But Natanz is so far down in the ground, no bunker buster can reach it, which would require they would require ground troops after that. Most likely is the indirect approach, fifth generation warfare through subterfuge, which is cyber to shut down their comms grid, their energy grid, to make the dissidents rise up. Israel knows this. The Ayatollah in this religious theocracy is on its last breath. And Iran only exists because of the two wild cards in this, and that is Russia and China.
I also saw the militants took over to a military facility like last week. They're rising up within Iran, which is so insane that we're protesting for Iran in America, and yet in Iran they hate their government. But I understand the IRGC has made it clear, if you attack us back, we're going to attack you again from your soil, from our soil. So it shows you the game has changed.
Well, I'll tell you what, the protests, one, I assure you they weren't paying taxes yesterday. My best advice to them is get a job and be a net positive on society. I think it's a sad commentary on society that we're struggling with moral confusion and social deviancy fueled by low expectations and the fact that there is this intellectual arrogance amongst a lot of American people that, they see the world through rose-colored glasses. We've been so safe for so long, it's become entitlement. But the biggest flawed notion is that foreign wars stay foreign.
Yeah.
This is the closest we've been to World War III since the Cuban Missile Crisis. And there's intel, and this goes to the open border, that IRGC, PLA, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, IRGC all have cells here. This is disintegration warfare being led by China and its allies.
Chris Wray has warned about that. He said in his entire career at the FBI, he has never seen the threats, this many threats all at once. What was your reaction when you saw them carrying the Hezbollah flags, protesters here in America, burning the American flag, chanting death to America?
It's disheartening knowing that my generation went to war for 20 years. But, Ainsley, I say you can't cure stupid. You just can't. And the good people need to really affect this great reset in the 2024 elections. We can't afford any more of this poor performance.
Mike, do you worry about the state of the country when you look at the military recruitment is down? You got kids that I speak to on the street, they don't remember 9/11. Some of them weren't even born. They don't understand. I mean, I saw these protesters with this flag in Lower Manhattan where the towers fell. I just felt like that was untouchable at one point in time. Is there some anguish in your heart as someone that went and fought the war, and then you come back home and people don't even respect that?
If the next generation doesn't feel pride in our country, that's because we have failed them to set the example for them. And quite frankly, I've got a daughter on the way. We just found out.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And it's almost like a wake-up call for me that, when you come back from 20 years of war, you just sort of want to be left alone and build a business. That's what I focused on. And if you don't take an interest in politics, politics will assuredly take an interest in you. And so this baby is now making me wake up that I need to get involved. I need to affect what I can, whether on the local level, the regional level, or the national level.
But on what planet are we all of a sudden on Iran's side? Right. I mean, since 1979, they have been an enemy of America, death to America. They wrote that phrase. And now we're protesting for Iran, a people that the Ayatollahs, they just personify intolerance. Everything that these people say they want gender confusion. They want to be able to talk about equality and all these things. Iran represents none of those things. Palestinians represent none of those things.
It's this deviancy. The fact that Israel has become the deviant after October 7th.
The democracy.
It's insane to me. I'll say this. Iran has been our enemy since 1979. The fact that this administration gave billions to them is akin to giving.
And continues to do it.
Is like giving money to Antifa. It makes no sense. In this administration, I swear to God, I would love to sit in one of their national security meetings.
Yeah.
Because it's like an episode of Veep. I think they sit around and say, what's the worst idea we can come up with? Let's go with that. It's shocking. Don't vote on politics. Vote on performance for this election, because we can't sustain it. This administration is systematically moving us towards World War III.
So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree, as we're seeing this spilling over into the United States and a lot of warnings coming about World War III? And as I mentioned, we're still waiting to see the response from Israel as a result of what unfolded over the weekend with Iran sending over the largest drone attack in history. Over 300 drones, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles on their way. And since then, we're hearing that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli cabinet, they are planning their response. There will be a response, and we're going to be seeing how things unfold. And as I mentioned, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel with everything that's going on. Now, to see the live update on that, as I covered the details of what we had heard, check out this video right here next, as I covered it live for you. And like I said, as more comes out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. And again, thank you guys for joining me, and also thank you to today's video sponsor. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.